Hello everyone, you're welcome to today's tutorial. So in today's tutorial, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching from. So today's tutorial, I want to show you how to draft a camisole, a simple camisole. So here with me I have my front and my back basic bodice block. This is the front, the one I'm using the Natalie brace pattern, and this is the back pattern. Okay, I omitted the back dart. Let me quickly draw that one in. So a camisole is really simple stuff to make. Even a beginner can make a camisole. So I'm going to make the video as short and clear as possible. So first of all, I'm starting with the front bodice. What you do first, you indicate how low you want your camisole to be, how low or high. Normally the front is always higher than the back. So I'll use, let me use 3 inches for the front. Okay, I don't want to be too low, so I think 3 inches is okay. So what I will do now, I will square down to the armhole. I will square across to the armhole level. Let me use my marker so that it will be very visible. So I square down to the armhole level. So what I will do next is, for me, from my armhole point here, I will go in by 1 inch, because the camisole doesn't start from the armhole. I'll go in by 1 inch. Then I'll draw the style line, the armhole I mean. So right now I'm connecting it to the 1 inch I just marked. So in case your armhole in your own pattern is too low, you can go up from here by half an inch, then you connect it to this 1 inch. So the next thing I will be doing now is to transfer this boss dart to the side. So let's do that quickly. So the first thing to do is, by the side, you go down 6 centimeters. 6 or 8 centimeters though. Then you connect it to the boss point X. This is the boss point. I've told you this before. So everything has to connect back to the boss point. So what I'm doing now, I'm drawing the new dart position. I'm taking it to the side because I'm not going to sew that bust at the shoulder. So what I'll do now, I'll close the shoulder dart and transfer it to the side. So you just wash. So first of all, the shoulder dart, it ended 1 inch above the bust level. So you have to draw it down to the bust level, because when you're doing your dart manipulation, everything has to start from the bust level. So I have redrawn the dart to the bust level. So now I'm going to close it. There are different ways of closing. I can decide to close it this way. You watch. By closing this one towards the neckline or towards the center front, you close it this way. Okay, you can close it this way. Then you use your paper tape and tape it down, or you can decide to close it this way by cutting one of the dart leg like this. Okay, then you go to the new dart position and you cut it, because this is where we are transferring this dart to. So if you don't cut it open, it's not going to lay flat. So now that I've cut one of the dart leg here, I'll just slide it under like this. So easy. So, and now I'm using my paper tape to close it. It's going to be permanent closing because I'm not going to use it again. So I have closed it down. So the next thing I'm going to do now is for me to like draw the neckline. Your camisole can be scoop neckline, can be any neckline of your choosing. So in today's tutorial I'll be using the scoop neckline. So before I do that, I have to redraw this line because now that I have closed this I have closed the dart, it's not straight anymore, so I have to redraw. Okay, now I've redrawn the line that was not straight. So what I want to do now is to draw the neckline for the camisole. So the camisole will start from this 1 inch here. You have to come in by half of an inch or 1 cm. So let me use half inch, so because everyone is familiar with inches, can come in with half inch or 1 cm. So this is where your strap will stay. So from this point now, you draw down your neckline as low as you want your neckline to be. I'm doing freehand, but you can use your curve ruler. Okay, so this place now, this ½ inch is where the strap is going to sit. From here, remember from the armhole, I came in by 1 inch. So from here to this place is ½ inch for the strap position. So here now is the neckline for the camisole. So you know, camisole usually have strap. So let me draw the strap line. What you do first of all is, this is your shoulder line here. You have to indicate the middle. You have to measure it and indicate the middle. Okay, this is the middle here. Your strap will sit at the middle of your shoulder. So here now, the strap will be like, camisole doesn't usually have a wide strap. It's always very tiny. It can even be as tiny as ½ inch. So you just decide how wide you want your strap to be, but it shouldn't be more than ½ inch. So let me use 1 cm here. Okay, or you can equally do ½ inch, and you connect it back to this point. Okay, so this is the length for your strap. This place is your strap now. So what I want to do now is I'll add paper here and reshape the side, because we cannot leave it open like this. So I will get my gum a sheet of paper to this place like this. Okay, I'm doing this because I want to like redraw this dart, because we cannot sew the dart from the beginning to the bust point. You don't sew it that way. If you sew it that way, you have a pointy tip and it will not look flattering. So I'm closing the dart. No, I'm not closing the dart yet. First of all, from this bust point, I will go in by 3 to 4 centimeters. 3 to 4 centimeters. Okay, you locate the middle, 3 to 4 centimeters, and you locate the middle. From that middle, from the middle, you have to like draw it back to the original dart position. You have to draw it back to the original dart position like this. Okay, I hope you can see. So when you are done with this now, we are ready to close our dart our side darts. So you see what I'm doing? All right, if you notice, you notice that the dart legs are not matching up anymore. You notice that the dart legs are not matching up anymore. So what you do is you use your ruler and redraw the dart leg. When you notice that the dart legs are not matching up, you have to use your ruler to redraw each back. Okay, when you have done so, you get your wheel, your tracing wheel. You get your tracing wheel and you wheel on it in order for it to reflect under. You see what will happen when I open it. Okay, now the new dart leg has reflected under. So what you do now is you follow the wheel line and you redraw. Because if you don't do this and you sew your dart, you notice that the two legs are not matching up. So it's very, very important to do this. I think we are through with the front, but I'm still going to come back to the front. So I will show you how you cut the pattern. Okay, so but meanwhile, let me just leave this one and move to the back. Okay, in a camisole, the back pattern, the back is usually lower than the front. So you can decide to like measure off the length you have for the front and use it for the back. Okay, for example, now from the bust line to where let me show you what I mean so that you not get confused. Remember, this is the first line I drew when I wanted to start. So from this bust line, you measure it upwards to this line, not this neckline, no, to this one. Let me indicate this place. Okay, so what I have here is, let me see, what do I have here? Okay, so my bust line is 5 centimeters. So I'll come here and I'll mark my 5 centimeters from the bust line upward. It almost fell on the back line. Okay, by less than 1 cm, 0.1 cm. So you can decide that your back and the front will be on the same level. You can decide that your back will start from the bust line lower. So whichever one, the choice is yours, you know. But just know that the back is always lower than the front, or the same level, not higher. So here we went in by 1 inch, for the back we're going to go in by 1 inch as well. Alright, then we connect it back to the armhole. Alright, connect it back to the armhole. So first of all, let's eliminate this dart. The way you eliminate this dart is by you measuring whatever value you have for this dart and you take it out from the side. First of all, this is the first thing you do. Okay, whatever value you have for this dart, you minus it from the side, from here, and cut it off. So this place now is not useful at all. So now let's continue. So what you do now is you measure the front, because the front and the back has to align. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, let me just cut here so that I can make use of the shoulder. I will still cut this pattern and show you, but for now, okay, you place the front and the back together because the strap has to align. You notice how I place this front and the back. I did not start from the beginning because this place is not useful, like it's useless now. I'm going to cut it out. So from the starting of the new shoulder, you place the front one together, then you mark the position of the strap on the back one. As you can see what I did, now I have marked, so I can take this one away. So the next thing I want to do now is I will mark my 1/2 inch for the strap. Okay, I have marked the 1/2 inch, so I'm going to connect it to the shoulder, okay, to give us our strap, our back strap. So this is the strap for the back. Okay, the back is basically complete, but we have not drawn the neckline. So as I said, for the front, the back neckline is still up to you, however you want it to be. So let's say you can just do free with eye, you can just, you know, eyeball it and know how low you want it to be. Okay, to me this position is very okay. This position is okay. So basically your back camisole is ready. Note that this waist dart for the back and the front is not going to be sewn, because camisoles are free. You get, there's nothing like zip in camisole, so you're not going to sew this dart. It's going to be here as an ease, you know, for you to be able to wear it freely without zip. Then you're going to cut this back on your straight on a straight line. Okay, this pattern, I've already traced this pattern down before I wasn't sure of the topic I'm going to do today. So normally the back tracing, you follow the straight line, don't use the shaped one. Okay, don't use the shaped one at all, because there's nothing like zip. Is a free top. Okay, so this waist dart and the back waist dart is not going to be sewn. It's just going to be like that, so that it can be free, okay, on the wearer. So the next thing I'm going to do now, but I'm still checking to see if there is something I have omitted. Okay, for now there is nothing. So you just remember that the back will be cut on fold, the front will be cut on fold. Okay, cut one on fold for the back. For the front, cut one on fold. There is no zipper at the back, there is no zipper at the front, so you cut them on fold. Okay, so the next thing I want to do now is I want to cut out this part, these pieces, so that you can see how you're going to cut them out on your own and assemble them. So first of all, I'm cutting this place out for you to see what I told you initially. This is the dart that I cut out initially, which is no longer useful to our pattern. So this is now the pattern on itself. So I'm cutting it out now for you to see how you cut it on your own. Okay, so I am cutting. This, my scissor is a bit blunt, so I'm cutting at the neckline now. This is the back I am cutting now. Okay, this is the back, this is the back. I'm done cutting, so it's remaining the strap. So you always remember to label. This is the back strap, the back strap. So I will show you what you do with this strap now. So this is the back strap. Now I want to cut the front too. So before cutting this front, let me quickly join this back strap to the front strap. So what you do is, your strap, the length of your strap is this place, this length here, and the front one. Okay, wait, let me finish cutting. I don't want to get you confused. I don't want to get you confused. My pattern is really small, so always very small in my hand. So these are the patterns now. This is the front pattern, and this is the back strap. This is the front strap. Let me put F there, a little F and a little B. Okay, I've already done that for the back. Okay, this is the front strap and this is the back strap. So the length of your strap is this length here, and the front one minus 2 centimeters or minus 1 inch. If you don't minus it, it's going to it's not going to be firm on your body, so you have to minus it. So it's either you measure it, this length and this length together, and you minus 1 inch. Then you take another sheet of paper like this, and you use the length to draw a straight line, okay, with the width, like your desired width of whatever, maybe 1 cm or half of an inch like this, okay, rectangular, and you cut it out and use it for your strap, okay. Or if you insist on using these pieces, what you do is from this shoulder point here, you have to go in by 1 cm or half of an inch, and you connect it back to the other side, and you do the same thing like this too, so that you can gum them together. All right, you gum them together and they will give you a straight strap, because your strap is not bent or curvy. It's usually a straight line. So by the time you do that, you will now be having a straight line. Okay, you now be having a straight line. So you can do this and use it for your strap. So by the time you join them together, you see how it looks. Okay, by the time you sew this together, you sew your side dart, your camisole is ready. Remember that this camisole, you don't need a lining for it because it's free. You want it to be free, you don't want anything holding it. So you can use a bias tape from your fabric, okay? In case you don't know how to make a bias, you can buy a ready-made bias from fabric from where they sell sewing accessories, okay? You can use your bias tape to finish up the neckline and the armhole line. Then your camisole is ready, as simple as that. So I'm sure you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you enjoy it as much as I did, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a like. Thank you so much for watching, and that is it for today. Bye bye.